morning. This is welcome to Robinson Field in Hanson. We bring you the Area X Independent Baseball League. I'm Mary Watson. Bring you the call-by-call today's game at Whitman Hanson plays East Bridgewater Hawkeyes. We're glad you tuned in to the WHCA, the Whitman Hanson Cable Access Channel. On cameras are James Cullity and Paul Watson, who is also producing today's game. We have a couple guests that are going to be on air today. Local coach that coached at East Bridgewater, Silver Lake, Middleboro. You missing anywhere else, Coach? Silver Lake, East Bridgewater, Middleboro, Plymouth. Steve Fernandez, a proud graduate of Rockland High in 1975, who really loved sports and so decided to come out and keep his old teacher company.
Start tonight's game on the mound for Whitman's number 24, Chris Kenny. Batting first for Hawkeye Baseball, number 6, Kevin Lindsay.
I just repeat what he says, so we don't have him at every game. Okay. I'll put that back, yeah. All right, stepping up to bat for the Hawkeyes is the shortstop, number 6, Kevin Lindsay. It's a strike to Kevin. I got it there. It's a cut. Out to right field, routine fly ball. One up, one down. Now coming up to bat.
Now batting for Hawkeye, number 2, Max Kelly.
Now batting. Number 2, Max Kelly, who is pitching tonight. Can you see okay?
Two out.
Fly ball, not routine.
Next up for Hawkeye, number 4, Matt Kelly.
To center field. Center field had a little bit of trouble getting set. When he finally did, he turned a routine fly ball into a shoestring catch. So we have 2 outs. And we have Matt Kelly up, who's playing third base for the Hawkeyes from beautiful East Bridgewater, Mass. So, Coach, when we played, that was a strike. Remember that one? Now it's from the waist to the ankles. When we played, it was from the letters to the top of the knees. The rule book never changed, but somehow the strike zone did. I bring that up because that was my favorite pitch, that one up by the letters. So.
Drive it in the gap.
And the side is retired, no run score.
Takes a call, third strike, and at the end of a half an inning, there's no score. So we try to make it fun with them.
Oh, what's this, Whitman cable?
Yeah, the mic is always live, Steve, so you can talk all you want. It's just no cussing, which is very difficult for me. But
this for these guys? Second game? Or?
No. How many games have you been?
Oh, 4 already? Oh,
Well,
nice.
we've done 4.
Oh,
They've
nice.
probably done about 8.
Good.
They've probably played 8 games.
It's good to see them out doing something, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And this is perfect, you know, other than the catcher and the batter and stuff, but still.
You move the seat a little if the pole's in there.
No, this is fine.
Okay, Whitman is going to be coming up to bat.
Bottom of the first inning, batting first for Whitman, number 25, Chris Zalewski.
Okay, batting first for Whitman, number 25, Chris Zalewski, who was playing center field. Chris can hit the ball pretty good. Chris lines one down the third base line, keeping the Whitman Hanson coach awake down there. We have 1 strike. Okay, and ground out to second base.
Next up for Whitman, number 99, Bobby Marshall.
Okay, now batting for Whitman is number 99, Bob Marshall. Bobby Marshall, he's playing right field. His twin brother Tommy took one in the face last week. But he's back in the line at shortstop, so.
Whoa.
Oh! I would have let the first baseman handle that one. What do you think, Coach?
I think so.
Yeah. Pitcher came off the mound and tried to feel a foul ball right on the first base line. Couldn't quite handle it. See if it upsets him or not. There's a rope hit to center field. So that hurts.
Batting number 24, Chris Kenny.
Okay, Chris Kenny is batting now, number 4 for Whitman. Chris went to Archbishop Williams and he lives in Whitman. And he'll be a senior at Archibald's next year. If it's still open. A lot of these Catholic schools are not doing too well financially. Coyle Cassidy is shutting its door. Sacred Heart in Kingston, the high school is closing. Believe that K through 8 is staying open so far. All right, we have a strike on Chris. We have 1 on, 1 out at beautiful Robinson Field. Just step on the bag. And it's ground out and unassisted play by the first baseman, and we have 2 outs
Number 3,
with a runner on
Ty
second.
Gordon.
Cleanup hitter, number 3, Ty Gordon, who also plays first base. Ty's got a little meat on the bones, and he's been known to hit the ball a pretty long distance on occasion. Hit one off the fence down in Legion Field, and Bridgewater almost made it over. So Steve, no fall sports to coach. Just going to have to what? Drink margaritas and
That's all.
yeah, watch old Super Bowl.
Hopefully watch some NFL games.
I don't know if I'd count on that, but there's always an old game on tape.
Oh, I know.
I myself could watch Patrick Mahomes every week,
There you go.
old games of his from last year.
If there were a hole in that fence, you would have caught that one.
Oh, absolutely.
Definitely.
Actually, the two of you
The
probably
two of
would have
us.
fought over it.
Producer Paul Watson is giving us a hard time here.
It's about time I got my 2 cents worth.
Yeah. Of course, if he doesn't win any argument with me, he just edits it out. So. Steve, this is the only place in our relationship where he's the boss. All right, I'm assistant to the
Five
first
teams
baseman.
retired. At the end of one inning, it is scoreless.
Did they play 7 or 9?
7. Okay, at the end of one full inning, and there's no score. And remember, we're coming to you from Robinson Field. On camera are James Cullity and Paul Watson. I'm Mary Watson, your announcer, and my guest interviewee here is Steve Fernandez from Rockland High, Holy Cross graduate, and proud owner of the Bulldog Award trophy and a member of the Rockland High Athletic Hall of Fame.
Most of these kids play for Whitman Hanson.
Yeah.
I know Pat's done a nice job over there. They've been pretty
There's 2
strong.
from Duxbury, one from
okay.
Cohasset, one from Middleboro,
Yeah.
and this kid's from Whitman, but he goes to Boston College High. Kid from Ashburn, and the rest are here. Oh, we have another Archie Bills right here.
They probably, this says Hanson.
Yeah.
Top of the second inning, and batting first for Hawkeye is number 7, Nick Fabrowski.
Huh?
Whitman Hanson had a phenomenal record last year.
Yeah.
I know Pat's done a great job since he's been back there, or been there.
All right. Batting for East Bridgewater, Nick Fabrowski. Second, the center fielder. A nice one right down the middle. You might want to think about swinging at that first one next time he comes up to bat. That was beautiful. Deep in the hole. And he bobbled it and probably should have ate it, but he's 17, so, you're immortal.
Up for Hawkeye, number 14, Kyle Heath.
Frustrated.
We're going to give him a single on the hit and an error on the throw. That puts him at second base. What do you think about that call, Steve?
I think that's accurate.
I'm like Emmett Ashford, the first black major league umpire. His philosophy was some umpires call him as they see him, some call him as they are, and some say they ain't nothing till I call them.
Emmett was a showman.
Yeah.
Showman.
All right. Batting for East Bridgewater now is Kyle Heath, the second baseman. We have a runner on second. Beautiful night for baseball. Beautiful night. Nice breeze. Warm. Halcyon days of summer. Long foul ball down left field line. You got a hold of that, just a little bit ahead of it. So East Bridgewater basketball coach resigned, men's.
Oh, I'd heard that he was going. He was a great guy. He's a
Yeah.
nice guy.
Savage, was it Matt Savage?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice guy. Hot ticket.
I liked his bow ties. I thought they were great.
Oh yeah, fancy snazzy dresser. No, Matt was a nice guy.
Yeah.
I'd heard he was going to give it up. So
Yeah.
I think it just sometimes it's a long day, especially in the winter, as you know.
Yeah. Oh my God.
I don't think he called the
No,
base.
he didn't. He didn't have the base.
Yeah.
First baseman did not find the base while he was waiting for the throw. Throw was right there, but his foot wasn't on the base. Yeah. So we have first and third, and we have no outs. Whitman has this trouble almost every game. They just shoot themselves in the foot.
Throw him out, Nick. Nice throw, Nick. Oh. All right.
Nick McCarthy sent it down to second. It was cut off. They were hoping to get the runner at third hung up, but he stayed home. Coach Fernandez taught at the high school, Middleboro, coached at the high school where Nick McCarthy, the catcher for Whitman, attended. Look him back, look him back.
Didn't hit him on the foot. Oh!
Take it home. 1-0.
Good throw when he has it.
Yep.
Yeah, I
Now
had Nick
batting
and
for Hawkeye number
Nick
8.
McGuffey in football. Great
Kirk
kid.
Heath.
Awesome kid.
Yeah, he looked him back, did everything right. The throw from first was high. Was lucky that McCarthy even caught it. Had to go way up for it. And by the time he came down to tag, the kid had got his foot in just barely. So we have a score of 1-0 in favor of East Bridgewater. We have one out. We have a runner on third and a runner. And he's coming. Yeah. A wild pitch. Okay, it's 2-0. Up to bat now is the extra hitter. Number 8, Kurt Heath. Got under that one. We have a routine fly out to center field for the second out of the inning.
Next up, number 10. Anthony Nordelli.
Okay, now batting for East Bridgewater, we have the catcher, number 10, Anthony Nordelli. You were a catcher, right, Coach?
Yep, these are tough days to catch when it's hot like this.
Yeah. I was a catcher. I was a fast pitch catcher in softball. I loved it.
Oh,
But I
definitely
remember-
involved in the game, that's for sure.
I remember catching a double header on a Sunday afternoon that was about 100 degrees out in Springfield.
Yeah,
I had a little trouble after that.
Base hit.
yeah. No, nobody can appreciate
Now batting for Hawkeye number 17.
what it's like to do that
Ray
until you've done
Carabin.
it. It's a long day, boy.
Yeah.
But
All right, we have a base hit from Nick Nadelli, so we have a runner on first with 2 outs. And coming up now is the first baseman, Ray Carabin. Ooh. Ooh. Looked pretty good to me. But... little off speed pitch there to Ray. Okay, let's pop up to the shortstop. It's got it.
And the side is retired. 2-run score for Hawkeye.
Okay, at the end of 1.5 innings, the score is 2 Hawkeyes. Whitman Hanson 0. Just a reminder, we're coming to you from the Whitman Hanson Cable Access Station. I have my guest announcer here, Steve Fernandez from Rockland. Coached at Bridgewater-Raynham for many years.
Coach Dan Buron, yeah.
Yeah, with Coach Dan Buron, worked assistant football coach there. Is Dan coaching again this year?
Dan's, I think this might be Dan's last year.
Huh? You know what they say, you got to know when to hold them, know when to fold them. Might be time.
Yeah. Dan's done a terrific job coaching football there, I'll tell you.
Yeah.
Did a real good job as AD, too.
Yeah.
That over, about 15 years ago or so?
Yeah. It's really hard now because, we grew up in an era where the coach was always right.
Oh, I know.
And you didn't go home and complain to your parents that the coach yelled at you or, And now the parents are very entitled and the students are very entitled and,
A little bit of a different world.
Yeah, on top of that, they want you to make them tough and follow orders, but, they don't like you.
As long as those are the orders.
Yeah, but if they don't like the orders, they're not going to follow them, I guess. And a lot of the parents feel the same way, and it's tough.
It'll be interesting to see what happens with schools and stuff. Especially with teachers that are a little, older or compromised.
Yeah.
Jack Allen.
Yeah. Yep, it's going to be,
I think there'll be some early retirements
yeah.
or a lot of sick days taken.
Jack Allen gets the holder one.
Yeah.
It's in the gap between right and center field. Jack is heading towards second. And he's going to stay right there. It's a double for Jack Allen.
Next up for Whitman, number 51, Tommy Marshall.
Left him out. Now batting for Whitman is Tommy Marshall. Skipped him. Got a foul ball here. Two strikes. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Got a foul ball here.
Hanging in there.
Yep. Aren't you glad I called you, Coach? I could get out and
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
do something. It says stare at 4 walls.
Yeah. There's only so many episodes of CSI Miami you can watch. Or Law and Order. Whoa, easy.
Catch that. You catch it?
No.
All right, there's a foul ball down the left field line.
Staying alive.
Having my Bob Uecker moments here. Busy straightening up the lineup here. Bobby Marshall. Oh, good cut. Got him.
Next up, number 77, Cole Levangi.
Cole played on the Whitman Hanson regional basketball team that won a state championship this year. Foul ball down the left sideline. If Cole gets on, he's got a set of wheels that you're going to appreciate, Coach.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. He can motor. He's very smart getting leads and reading the pitcher. Oh, he went up for that high one, which it's hard to lay off. It looks really good. 2 strikes on Cole.
That's a wild pitch.
Yeah, wild pitch, way out. And we have now...
Not even you could have stopped that one.
Not even me, no. Wild pitch, so we have Jack Allen on third with 1 out.
1-2. Okay.
Ooh. Okay.
Scores. Now batting. Number 9, Teddy Massingham.
Okay, so Cole grounds out to shortstop, but by putting the ball into play, he gets a run across the plate, and then now 2-1. All right, routine ground ball to the second base.
Side is retired at the end of 2 innings. Hawkeye 2, Whitman 1.
Okay, end of 2 complete innings. Hawkeyes of East Bridgewater 2, Whitman Hanson 1. I think they have a nickname. What?
See if it says anything on the front of their jerseys. So this league, they just sort of formed, a whole bunch of people got together and started it. That's awesome.
Yep.
That's great.
Coaches, you know, a lot of them were Legion coaches, but the Legion wasn't going to, sponsor it because of the liabilities of COVID-19, and
I
so
know Jimmy Dolan was involved with something. Maybe he's doing a Braintree team or something.
yeah, there's a team. Yeah,
Jimmy Dolan's a good friend of mine, the coach of Archie's. And, he's done a great job there too.
the 2 kids that are coaching the Rockland team is Nicholson kid and Mike Doyle,
Third inning, batting
Who is
first
the,
for Hawkeye, number 13,
South
Cal
Shore,
right?
Aylward.
South Shore coach, right? Yeah.
Nicholson was a good athlete at Rockland.
Yep.
Oh.
Producer's giving us the evil eye. What's that, Mr. Watson?
He said, lean over here more so.
Oh, we'll push.
He said,
Yeah, we need.
I think you're hogging the mic. This,
Yeah, we need the fill. All right. For the Hawkeyes, Cal Aylward, who happens to be the grandson of Butchie Raines from Whitman, who he's a little old. He's the same age as one of my older brothers. And we're going way back to the Wayback Machine there, so. Early 60 graduate of the old Whitman school, Whitman High School, maybe 61.
Is that the one by the cemetery there?
Yeah, it's now the police station. Yeah.
Is that where you went to high school, in that building?
No.
Or was it the Whitman Hanson?
I went to junior high in that building. I was
Was
shipped
the
over.
Whitman Hanson before this Whitman Hanson was the one you went to?
No, they sent me to Spelman.
Oh, that's right.
I was incarcerated for 4 years at Cardinal Spelman. It was the worst 4 years of my life. And I've had,
nice play. Throw him out. Nice try.
okay, we're going to have to give him a single on that. So Cal gets a single and a good pry. Back in the hole, backhanded it, a long throw over the first.
Hawkeye number 6, Kevin Lindsay.
All right, so we're back to the top. On the top of the third, we're back to the top of the order. Kevin Lindsay. Okay, we got the runner on first. No outs.
Little blooper hung in there.
Okay, so we got a double.
Loop double.
Yeah, loop double by Kevin
For Hawkeye
Lindsay.
number 2, Max
And
Kelly.
he pushes Elwood over to third base. And we have no outs. So this is not a good situation for the Whitman Hanson team once again. Pop up. Oh, I would have gone.
You would have been out.
Why not? Now batting number 4, Matt Kelly.
Okay, fly ball for the first out to center field. Wasn't deep enough to get the runner home. I always send him on those, Coach. I figure, so many things can go wrong with 17-year-olds handling the baseball,
Yep.
And the guy on third, all he has to do is run down a straight line slide, But you're right, probably would have been out. Nice block by McCarthy at home. Keep it in play. Fly ball to the left. Foul territory, and here he comes.
Sending him now.
Yep.
Oh, throws offline.
Save it home, run scores.
Check and make sure he touched that play. All right, that was a tough play because he was running away from the field of play, had his back to home plate, foul ball in left field, and scores a run. So we have 2 outs on a sac fly in foul territory. Some coaches tell you to let it drop. If you have your back turned and going away from home, just let it drop and live to see what it'll do on the next strike. But, it's your kind of instinct if you think you've got it to do it. Goes against the grain to let it just drop if you've got a play on it. But okay, Nick Dabrowski is the center fielder. He's got runner on third. One run in.
Nice stop, Nick.
Another one dug out of the ground by the catcher from Whitman, Nick McGorthy.
Good go, buddy. Contact here.
Batter steps out. All right. Center fielder got a late start on it, but it was high enough.
Side is retired. 1 run scores for Hawkeye.
Okay, at the end of 3.5, it is Hawkeyes 3, Whitman 1, and we are coming to you from the Whitman Hanson cable access Community access channel. We're at Robinson Field in Hanson, which has great memories for me. My brothers used to play in the old Cranberry League at the Whitman Hanson Raiders. My brother Danny played second. My brother Paul played first. My oldest brother Willie, he was the coach and player. He pitched, he caught, and a few of his ashes are scattered, maybe illegally, right around here. Pitches now. And out the outfield where he hit one out.
Yeah. You gotta do that stuff.
Okay, here we go. Come to plate is the catcher who's made some great
This is the
stops.
bottom of the third inning, batting first for Whitman, number 10, Nicholas McGorty.
McGorthy. It's Nick McGorthy, the catcher. Leading off. Nick plays on two teams. He's on an AAU team. Last week he caught a game in the morning. And then another one at night. The game against Rockland, he was deciding factor. The pitcher from Whitman Hanson was blowing in the dirt quite a bit. He must have blocked about 10 balls that could have led to runs. And Whitman ended up winning 5-2.
Keep your head in there.
Coach Fernandez said he's got to keep his head still and keep it in there. Head on the ball. Head on the ball.
There you go. Go,
Deep,
go, go,
deep,
go,
deep,
go.
deep, deep.
Nice. Attaboy, Nick. Boy, Nick.
All right, it's a long drive out to the wall in left center field, and he's on second base.
Zalewski.
So we have the leadoff batter on second, and Chris Zalewski, the center fielder, coming to bat. Chris grounded out to the pitcher the first time up. So, Coach, there was a great article about Kyle Frymouth in the Enterprise yesterday.
I saw that, yes. That was very well deserved.
Yep.
2 for 2 in Super Bowl championships, and got the coach in his hometown. Got the coach's 2 sons. Both of them were on Super Bowl teams, so that was pretty exciting for him. Retired after his second Super Bowl, so won the very last game he coached.
It's always a good way to go out.
Yep. Yeah, it was a big influence on my life. Started me in coaching, was a mentor to me when I was in high school, and he was my high school coach. Just a great guy.
Yep.
Just a great guy.
Tried to get me to coach the freshman football team as a woman back in '73 or 4th.
You probably would have went undefeated.
Well, I told him. This, because I was very successful in basketball, and that's why he asked me and everything. I said, and softball. And I told him, I said, there's a difference between seeing a good block when you see it or a good play. And I said, and I do, and I appreciate it. But I said, I wouldn't know how to teach it. I wouldn't. I don't. I probably would have learned, but
You sure as heck knew what you were doing when you were teaching basketball and softball, though.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that. You were a heck of a coach.
But I was very, very
Fly ball to
honored that he had asked me to do that. Okay, we got a fly ball to center.
Now
Hi,
batting
Chris.
number 99, Bobby Marshall.
That's our first out. We got a runner on second. Nick McGorthy, and one out, and Bobby Marshall coming up. Half of the Marshall twins, my brother Tommy. Later down is playing left field. Yeah, I was very honored that he asked me, but I came home and I said, I don't know how to coach a good blocker, you know. I said, I know, when I see a good one, I know it, you know. And I'm sure he probably would have taught me how to do it.
I'm
but,
sure. I'm sure.
You know, and once you got the hang of it, you know, managing a bunch of kids probably was the same as
that was
basketball and
yours.
softball, yeah.
That was your strength. You could get kids to do what you needed them to do. And
Yeah.
come on, Nick, score. Nick can run a little bit now.
All right, Nick. Okay.
Double and a run scored.
Nick
We
can
have a
run a
double-
little bit.
yeah.
I knew him when he was a sophomore playing football.
Now batting number
He
24,
wasn't quite
Chris
that
Kenny.
fast, but he's sprouted up. He's got nice strides. Good speed.
Yeah. Big difference between the sophomore and senior
Oh,
boy.
yeah. Oh,
You
yeah.
know. So Bobby Marshall is on second with a double. Scores Nick McCarthy to make the game a little more interesting.
That's a base hit.
Another base hit to right field.
Base hit.
Okay.
Now batting number 3, Ty Gordon.
So that base hit was by Chris Kenny, who's also pitching, helping his own cause. So we have runners on first and third. And we have one out. Ty Gordon is up now. Fly ball to center field. It's a second out. Sacrifice.
2 out.
Scores Bobby Marshall.
Now batting number 2, Jack Allen.
Brick. Out. Jack Allen singled and scored his last time up. And he's playing shortstop. We have 2 outs. Runner on first. Ground ball foul. Look pretty good, Coach.
Yeah. That would have been a tough one to hit.
All right, so Jack Allen's there. He's got a ball and a strike. And a strike.
Go, Mac.
Okay, it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. 2 outs, runner on first. Got him on a bad pitch.
And the side is retired. 2 runs in after 3 innings. We are tied up at 3 apiece.
On camera, James Cullity, Paul Watson. I don't know why they have him on camera, but he is also the producer, so we have to give him a camera.
I get to pick the crew.
There you go. Yeah.
He's the boss, so he gets to do what he wants to do. And I'm Mary Watson, his long-suffering wife and announcer at this game. And I am being visited by Steve Fernandez, old friend from Rockland High, class of 75.
That's it.
If I didn't call him about this game, he would have been home watching CSI Miami reruns.
Probably Law and Order. SVU.
I've seen every Law and Order they have ever made 8
I know.
times.
I'll tell you what, though. You can always find a Law and Order if you've got
Yeah.
enough cable stations.
Somewhere.
There's one always.
They're a lot better than the programs they got out now.
Oh, yeah.
there's a plot, and there's development of characters.
There's almost as many episodes of that as there seasons of that as there is of Midsummer Murders.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's sort of like the old MacGyvers and the old Magnums, which they've brought back with different actors, but you could always find
This is top of the fourth inning,
a
batting
Magnum
first for
PI that
Hawkeye
was
number
on or
14,
something, you know.
Kyle Heath.
They're even back on again, too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, with new actors.
No,
and
the old ones.
Oh, the old ones? Oh, okay.
Yep.
See? So, I guess you can still find them.
People getting tired of that bachelorette crap, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Married on site, or all those stupid things they got going there. Oh God! All right, now batting for the Hawkeyes. We're digressing a little bit about the current state of entertainment in this country. Kyle Heath, second baseman for East Bridgewater, gets a hold of one, but it's foul.
2 hard foul balls.
Yep, he's on it. Just got to wait just a second.
And we've got the freshest baseball games on television right now.
Oh, yes. There you go. That's it.
A fly ball to the center fielder. Well hit. Just hung up there too long.
16, Tom Penn.
Tom Ken from East Bridgewater. He had cousins that lived in Rockland. The Kens that
There
lived
was
in
a bunch of
Rockland.
Kens in East Bridgewater when I was
Oh,
coaching there.
So tons of Ken. They had like 10 kids, and they all
And
had.
Whitman, too.
Yeah,
Was there?
yeah. Yeah, right on Highland Street. Go up
Yeah,
Highland
Joey
Street.
Ken and
Russ Ken, who worked for the
Russell
Red Sox.
Ken
There
and
was
the guy that worked on with the TV station, was that Russell?
Russ, yeah. Oh, they had, I don't know how
Peter
many.
Ken, turned into a nice football player for us, safety.
Yep. A lot of kids.
Yeah.
A lot of kids.
Oh yeah, well they're all good kids, good people too, boy.
Yeah.
Solid people.
Now the fly ball. Center fielder is busy. 2 fly outs in a row to the
Now
center
batting for
fielder.
Hawkeye number 8, Kurt Heath.
Jim Ken, who was the king of making desserts in Dutch ovens on camping trips.
Oh, okay.
And I know Jim from Troop
Boy Scouts.
22 in Whitman.
He is
okay.
he's the chief cook and bottle watcher of Troop 22. We know this because we cover that. Entertainment stuff too.
That's it.
Yeah.
Just a vast,
Plethora.
vast base of knowledge.
Plethora of knowledge.
That's why they got you.
It's a vast wasteland.
All right, Kurt Heath is up. We're not paying attention to Kurt. We're having too much fun here. Kurt's what they call extra hitter, or designated hitter, or whatever you want to call him. Not playing the field. All right.
Get them. Good play. So to stay with us.
1 to 43.
No runs scored.
Pitcher kind of knocked it down, floated up to the second baseman, but got him anyway. 3 up,
Now,
3
Mary, I
down.
want you to resist the temptation to get up and start dancing right now with this
I will.
music, with
I will.
this,
I will.
with this disco music.
This is your era, too.
I know this is my era.
Okay. After 4.5 innings, the score is tied up at 3.
Shades of our last game.
Yeah. Make love. Get down tonight. Yeah, I would not want to be teaching this year.
It's going to be tough, I'll tell you. I think people are smart enough to make the best choices for kids depending on their school and what age they are. And I'm just, I don't think people are going to be like sheep and just follow the leader,
Right.
Just, some states you can go back and do it, some states you can't.
Yeah. I think the chief honchos here in Massachusetts have been very cautious.
Oh yeah.
And you know what? Some of them are like, some people are upset and everything, but you know what?
Well, this is one of the best places to be in the United States right now as far as the corona.
Yeah.
I was down in Florida for a lot of the winter, and that was a great place to be. We left the beginning of June, and all of a sudden it just caught fire. It's an awful place to be now, and Massachusetts is one of the best places to be,
Now all the folks from Florida are going to blame you for it.
Yeah, exactly, exactly.
Bottom of the fourth inning, batting first for Whitman, number 51, Tommy Marshall.
Well, it was funny because if you were coming from New York, New Jersey, or Massachusetts into Florida, you had to quarantine for 14 days. Now, if you're from Florida coming to Massachusetts or New York, you got to quarantine.
14 days, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, now batting. Bottom of the fourth. The left fielder, Tommy Marshall. Cut. All right. Nice, the left fielder took over. So him and the shortstop didn't kill each other.
Cole Levangie.
All right, Cole Levangie is up. Grounded out to the shortstop. Last time up. Cole comes from a long line of Whitman baseball players. I think everybody in this area is familiar with his uncle Dana, who coached for the Red Sox, and now is on furlough. Yeah, Dana is now a scout, but he's all right with it. He's all right. Both his kids are in college.
Yeah, he gets a chance to see his
Yeah.
nephew play.
His fly out to the center field. We have 2 outs. His
Next
wife
up,
is a Kim Trudell is
Whitman,
a
number 9, Teddy Massingham.
is a graduate of Stonehill College and played basketball, varsity basketball. Started for 3 years at Stonehill. A great athlete herself, and she's got a great job, so she can cover for Dana until
There you go.
he gets his sea legs back under him. Didn't want to mess with Kim there out on the floor. She was a very aggressive ball player. So we have 2 strikes on Teddy. It's hard. Into the first baseman. Unassisted, he steps on the bag.
And the
U3.
side is retired. The end of 4 innings, we tied at 3 apiece. Pitching on the mound for Hawkeye tonight is number 2, Max Kelly.
Well, we know that. It's been there the whole time. Gotcha. Well, you have Matt and Max Kelly. I wonder if they're twins. You've got twins on the Whitman team. We had twins on the Hanover team last weekend. Can't even imagine having twins. One at a time was enough for anybody. Was it Wednesday we did the Hanover game? Friday. We had a little kid came in named Sean Daggett for Whitman, 8th grader.
Wow.
Oh, he pitched great. A lot of poise. He pitched great. He ended up getting a loss on a. He should have won. Hard ground ball hit
How
back
you doing,
there.
Nick? Good, bud.
Coach Fernandez is just touching base with another Sachem. So, Coach, what about the name Sachem? What are they going to do? Are they going to change it to the...
I'll tell you, I saw a thing the other day. I don't know whether it was on my online reading the Enterprise, but Hanover. Whoop. That girl, Mary. At least it wasn't something else.
Yeah. Oh, it's all right. It's all right. Just let
I
it
saw
run off.
something that the Hanover Indians,
Yeah.
they were rethinking their nickname, so I would assume Middleboro. I mean, I had heard at one
What
point.
is a Sachem? Is it
A Sachem's
citated?
like an Indian chief, I believe, or something.
Medicine man.
Right,
Big
but it's like a very complimentary title. So that's why a few years ago, when a lot of people were changing their names, Middleboro kept that one because
Right.
it's like an honor, you know,
Hawkeye, number 10,
the word
Anthony
Sachem.
Nardelli.
So I don't know what they're going to do with that, but I also heard Hanover, and you think of some of the other places. I know that some of the college places and stuff. So
Well, Stonehill was the Chieftains, but basically...
yeah, they're with the Skyhawks now or something
yes,
like that.
yeah. Well, it was either that or the shovel makers.
Yeah.
Oliver Ames, the shovels. Which there was no glory in that.
No.
Oliver Ames provided the shovels for the Transcontinental Railroad heading east to west and overcharged the government tremendously. And
Nothing wrong with that if you can get away with it, right? That's
it's a ground
capitalism.
Yeah. Anthony Nardelli grounds out for the first out of the
Number
fifth inning.
17, Ray Carabin.
And then batting now for the Hawkeyes is the first baseman, Ray Carabin. Well, back to the shovel making thing, and the guy who provided the shovels that went from west to east was Stanford, of Stanford University.
Really?
He was censured by
I
Congress.
just never stop learning stuff.
I
from
know.
you.
He was
You're
censured.
an encyclopedia.
For some reason, Oliver Ames was not censured.
Oh.
And both of them, of course, never lost a penny, died multi-millionaires. But, yeah, they overcharged the government amazingly for those shovels. But in reality, I thought that they were just going to change the Stonehill's motto from chieftains to the Irish chieftains, Stonehill Irish chieftains, because they're affiliated, Holy Cross Fathers are affiliated with Notre Dame. And I thought that was the way, they had a big committee on that. They were going to do that, and then they just ended up being the Skyhawks because supposedly at one time on that property, there was an air strip, and the Ames used to land their private planes there, supposedly. And it was better than the shovel makers. So, yes. All right, Ray's still up while we're talking away. Good stop by McCarthy, ball in the dirt.
Yeah, I think you'd be taking a little bit of
Shovel makers?
teasing from your opponents if you were to name the shovel makers.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Since those shovels were forged, they could have been called the forgers. That would have been
Yeah.
even worse.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's it, buddy.
The fly ball foul down the left field line. So Ray's still up, first baseman.
1-7. Keep fighting here.
I think we might have Ray's dad in the background cheering him on.
Yeah, Dartmouth High School too, aren't they? The Indians, and there's a few of them out there still.
That's it, Ray.
On ball.
Good at bat, 1-7.
Okay.
On the mound for Whitman is number 51, Tommy Marshall. Now batting number 13, Cal Aylward.
Hal Aylward, grandson of Butchie Raines. He's batting. He is the left fielder. What was that? Woohoo. Okay, we have one out and we have one on. All right, it's 1-1 to Cal. Do you have an umpire, coach? Do you have an umpire baseball?
No. When I was nice shot, Nick.
You know who I umpired with? Quite a bit of Pony League and Kyle Frymouth.
Oh,
I actually did a college NCAA game with him down at the state college down in Dartmouth. What's it called now? UMass Dartmouth. Yeah. We did a baseball game down.
wow. Yeah, Kyle Frymouth, Bobby Fisher, David Walsh.
Yeah.
All those people used
Yeah,
to, from
they're the-
Rockland's high school used to umpire.
Next, now batting.
They were the ones that got me into the
2 outs.
classes,
Number 6, Kevin
led by the great John Cairo.
Yeah.
My goodness.
Warren Nigerian.
Yep. Okay, we have one on, 2 outs.
Being on first.
This is Kevin Lindsay. He doubled last time up. And first time he flew out to right field. So he's 1 for 2. And he drove in a run.
Nice ball.
Okay.
Side is retired. No runs in.
So it's grounds out to shortstop to retire the side. 1 on. No runs in at the end of 5.5 innings. We are tied at 3-all. Just to remind you, we have James Cullity on remote camera. Where is James? Down the third base line. James is down the third base line. We have Paul Watson. And I'm your announcer, Mary Watson, with my guest, Steve Fernandez, Rockland High grad and Holy Cross grad, and well-renowned coach.
And good friend of Whitman Hanson's own Bob Murphy.
Whitman Hanson. You played the same years?
Bobby was my age, yeah.
Yeah.
We played football against each other. I think Bobby played baseball, I'm not sure.
Now, how about the Pagninis? Did you play against any of the Pagninis?
No,
Johnny
Charlie was a
Older?
phys ed teacher.
Okay.
What do you call it? A student teacher, I think, when I was in high school.
We had younger brothers that played. How about Johnny? He was a running back. Johnny Pagnini? No.
I'm sure at some
was
point.
good.
I'm
He was
sure
good.
at some point there was
Yeah.
one, because I know there were quite a few Pagninis.
There were 8 of them. They lived right around the corner from us. So when we went out to play, we went out to play.
I
And then,
guess, yeah.
and then
Well,
the Cronins, there were
I was
8.
gonna say you never.
Back
What
when-
about 8 of you?
8 of them, 8
Duggins,
Cronins.
right?
Yeah.
Bottom of the 5th inning. Batting first for Whitman, number 10, Nicholas McGordy.
Let's go, Nick.
So we have a Sachem up here, batting to start the 5th inning, bottom of the 5th inning. Nick McGordy, who's catching. Double. So he's 1 for 1. It's only his 2nd time up.
Ooh. A little
Nick
high
is,
and outside there, Coach Watson.
Yeah. Nick is a good student. Looking at possibly engineering in the future. Was talking to his dad a couple games ago and had a good conversation about Nick and his academics. His father was at the baseball game rooting on, but was more proud of his academics than anything else. And that's a good thing. It's a foul ball over by the Whitman Hanson dugout. Okay, it's 1-2 to Nick. Good eye. 2-2. no snack bar here, Steve. No popcorn.
No, I know. If I would have
No
known
beer,
that, I would have
no.
brought you something.
Yeah.
Oh, what a boy.
Foul.
Hang in there.
Keeps it in play. It's 2-2. There have been no snack bars open at any place we've gone.
I would think you.
No.
This is the Corona Bring Your Own.
Yep. Bring your own Corona. Yeah.
Yeah. Ooh. Oh, baby. Nick got a break there. Hop on this next one, Nick.
2 strikes. Anything close?
Hop on this next one, Nick.
There you go.
There you go. All right, got under it.
Okay, and it's a major league.
Yeah.
High fly,
Number
Papa.
25, Chris Zalewski.
1 out. Top of the order coming up now. Chris Zalewski, the center fielder. I think that might. Just got him at first. A little bloop in front of the second baseman.
Next up for Whitman, number 99, Bobby Marshall.
2 outs, and up to bat now is 99, playing right field, Bobby Marshall. Perfect right now. The weather right now is perfect.
It is. It's unbelievable.
Just nice little.
Tomorrow's supposed to be hot, then after that it's...
I don't mind, Coach, because I've got the cement pond in the
there
backyard.
you go.
Matter of fact, I was in it right before I came down here.
Inside is
All
retired.
right, Bobby flies out to
After
right
5
field.
innings, we were still tied at 3 apiece.
All right. After 5 innings, the score is Whitman Hanson 3, East Bridgewater Hawkeyes 3. You need some water?
No, I got Gatorade over there. Thank you so much.
All right. The is the only person who doesn't get to go
I
sit
know, huh?
in the dugout for 3 outs every inning. People don't realize that.
Oh, did you see the new thing? Well, a lot of major league teams are doing it, but Saturday I happened to get a hold of a Herald, and the Red Sox are having those cutouts. If you send in a picture, they'll do a cutout and they'll put it up on the monster seats. And if it gets hit with a home run, then you get like monster seat for next year and a jersey and all that. So, and then the money they do it every home game for the first half of the year. And then second half of the year, they don't know whether they're going to have fans or not, but it's like the money that you pay to have them do it goes to like the Red Sox Foundation, which is the kids and stuff. So
Yeah.
You remember my father, so I did it for my father.
Great.
So that's a picture I have of my father in his Red Sox thing.
That's
So-
great.
So if you see that get hit by a baseball,
We'll be calling
then
you.
we'll be going to the Red Sox next year.
Okay. Looks like we have a new pitcher in for Whitman. They never
Top
tell
of
me.
the 6th inning.
Tommy Marshall.
Tommy Marshall,
Batting first for Hawkeye.
who was playing left
Number
field.
2, Max Kelly.
So we might have you. Okay, his first batter that he's going to hit pitch to is Max Kelly, the opposing pitcher.
Go, Max.
We're at the top of the 6th inning with a tie game. The rule in this Independence League is after 7, if it's tied, they play 1 more inning.
That's it.
And if it's tied, it's tied. Yep.
Can't play after dark.
Well,
Yeah, plus I mean, a lot of these kids probably haven't really thrown a ton of pitches and stuff.
Right.
You know, I
Yep.
mean, they didn't have a spring, so.
the first game we did was brutal. Neither pitcher could find home plate.
I would think the hitters too. If you do have a kid that is a pretty good
Yeah.
pitcher, it's your timing's off.
Okay, we got 2 strikes on Matt Kelly. 2-2.
Oh, Nick, good job.
Way to frame it up. Catcher did a great job.
Nick pulled that frame
Yeah.
and framed that. Did a nice job pulling that in for the kid.
That was a marginal
Good job
pitch
by
on the
Nick.
outside corner, and the
For
catcher
Hawkeye
did a
number
great
4,
job
Matt Kelly.
pulling it in and framing it up for the ump. So we have 1 out, and we have Matt Kelly up now, and he's playing third base. Foul ball down the left field line,
In the woods. Deep in the woods.
in the woods. So we got a new pitcher. Who's playing left field? They just switch?
Left field is Cole Evangi.
Left field?
Yeah, he's been out there the whole game.
Oh, I thought he was playing. Who's
Um,
Tommy?
Tommy Marshall went from shortstop to pitching.
Yeah,
Bobby Marshall went from right field to shortstop.
yeah.
And Kenny is right in theory.
Okay, so the lineup's just the same.
Yeah, bat and
All
lineup.
right, thank you.
Center field.
Woo! Just a little inside, as Bob Yuko would say.
Just a bit outside.
Center field.
A high one. Cole's got it out in left field for the second out. And we have 2 outs.
Up next for Hawkeye, number 7, Nick Fabrowski.
Go, Dick.
All right, the center fielder, Nick Fabrowski, steps up to the plate. We have 2 outs. Nice block by the catcher, keep in front of him. See, he does that even when he doesn't have to. Nobody's on, but yeah,
No, that's-
just instinct.
Yep.
Yep. 1 strike. Went right back to the same pitch, a little bit closer to the plate, so it's 0-2. Oh, he wanted that.
Pitch, good
Yep.
pitch.
Good
High
waste
outside.
pitch. 1 ball, 2 strikes, kind of wasted that. He almost went for it. He looked pretty good to him after those 2 curves he couldn't handle. And he grounds out to the pitcher. It's a 1-2-3 inning.
Retired, no run score.
So it's still tied up, and Sweet Caroline is playing in the background. And at the end of 6.5 innings,
See, someone's got it.
Whitman Hanson 3, East Bridgewater Hawkeyes 3. Coming to you from the Whitman Hanson Community Access Channel.
Wasn't the spring, and spring became the summer. Who'd have believed you'd come along? And touching hand, reaching out, touching me, touching you.
Ba ba ba.
Good times never seem so good.
So good, so good.
You think this guy would be tough to identify? You think this guy'd be tough to identify, Paul? Lehigh Acres down in Florida.
It's the bottom of the 6th inning. Batting first for Whitman, number 24, Chris Kenny.
I'm a late bloomer, 3 year on the scene. 20 racks don't feel like nothing to me. Came from the streets to turn me to a beast. Invisible set diamonds hugging my piece.
Okay, bottom of the 6th. Chris Kenny is leading off.
That's another one.
Okay, we got a wild pitch here, and catcher's coming back. Chris Kenny is 1 for 2, grounded out to first, his first time up, and singled in the 3rd inning. Drove in a run. Yeah, my granddaughter has cystic fibrosis, which is a life-threatening disease of the endocrine gland systems. Well, basically, they make too much mucus and clogs up all their lungs and everything. So if they get pneumonia or any respiratory diseases, it can be fatal real quick. So we've decided not to send her back to school in September.
I think that's a wise decision.
She's on what you
Now
call
batting, number 3, Ty Gordon.
She's on what they call a 504 plan for kids with medical disability, and she'll get extra online because of that. But I know a lot of the parents in West Bridgewater feel the same way, and their kids, do not have any underlying health issues.
It's tough.
Yeah.
It's a tough choice. I'll tell you.
Yeah.
It's, thank God it's still a month away.
Yep.
But we'll see what happens then.
Yeah.
I know all the schools have been told to make up 3 different plans, so
Right.
everybody there, nobody there, and a hybrid, so
Yeah.
they'll be prepared, hopefully.
Yeah. Right, Ty Gordon is up, first baseman. Yeah, we figured, she wants to go back because she wants to see her friends. She's 10, and she's had about enough of Nana and Papa. And,
Yeah.
but we'll give it a month and see,
Yep.
see what happens. And if everybody's healthy, we might send her
Even
back.
if you can get her to go back a day or two,
Yeah, right.
here or there.
Yeah.
A day or two a week, maybe.
Yeah.
If things are working out well.
Yeah. She's always taking the bus because she loves the bus. That's a social highlight of her day. All right, so fly out
1 out.
to right field.
Now
We have,
batting number 2, Jack Allen.
we have 1 out. We have 1 on. She will not be taking the bus, so
No. Although
yeah.
I've seen some pictures of how they're doing with the bus and putting X's on the
Yeah.
thing, and
Yeah. I mean,
but
we
still, yeah,
yeah,
with
it's
her,
on-
with
yeah.
her.
It's only a mile and a half,
situation,
and we
yeah.
can handle it. We're home, but
Nana can walk her to school
yeah.
and then walk home.
I always took the bus because that's where you learned everything. I was on the bus.
Yep, yep.
I learned all the important stuff.
There you go.
No, we're not Ubering anybody.
Nana can walk her to school and then Uber back home.
Yeah. Papa will just drive her in the morning because Nana will be in bed, and Nana will pick her up in the afternoon. But if she goes back at all, so we'll see. It's one day at a time on this.
Yep.
I mean, she's doing so well. I mean, she's, the people in at Children's Hospital can't believe how big and healthy she is, active,
Yep.
So we want to keep it that way.
Absolutely.
All right, so Jack Allen is up.
Oh, pinch runner, Coach Watson, number 17.
Runner coming in. For Jack Allen, pinch runner number 17, Joe Cunningham.
Joe Cunningham is pinch running for Jack Allen.
No, not Jack Allen. Jack Allen's up.
Oh, I'm sorry. For Chris Kenny. Coaches keep me awake over here. Okay, we've got a full count. We're on first, 1 out. sound of that amazing toy, the basketball. That is laced into the gap.
Yeah, right center.
Right center. It's going to score the pinch runner with ease.
He's hit and a run scores.
All right. Chuck Allen double, and he drove in a run.
Now batting number 51, Tommy Marshall.
Okay, we have one out, we have a run in, and we have a runner on second. And now up is Tommy Marshall. He laces one into center field. Oh, go. Center field boofed it. All right.
Freddie Brown would have sent him.
Downtown Fred Brown, yep.
Now batting number 77, Cole Levangie.
So Tommy Marshall singles in Jack Allen. So we now have a 2-run lead. Here in the bottom of the 6th. But as we've seen in games in the past, that's nothing. Okay, Cole tried to hold up on his swing, but ump said no. So we have strike 1 to Cole. Have you seen Cole play basketball?
I saw a couple of their games last year. Yeah.
He's a nice player.
Yeah. No,
Runs well.
They play very well together. Bob has them play very hard.
Yeah.
And they play well together. They're unselfish.
Fun to watch. A lot of energy.
Yep.
That's hit hard by Cole. Single be past the third baseman. Shortstop hole. We have runner in first and second now.
Now batting number 9, Teddy Massingham. And substituting, number 4, T.J. Whitman.
T.J. Whitman is batting for Teddy Massingham. T.J. stands for Thomas Joseph. And his last name is Whitman. And he's playing for Whitman Hanson. And he lives in Hanson. But his name is Whitman. Oh, pass ball, and runners are going to advance to second and third into scoring position with 1 out. Be nice to bring in a couple of these for. Oh.
Jammed them up high.
And it was a strikeout.
Now batting number 10, Nicholas McGordy.
Let's go, Nick.
Okay, Nick is 1 for 2. He's doubled and scored a run and flown out to the third baseman. It's be a nice time for him to get his hold of one right now. As they say, we have 2 ducks on the pond. Fouled off behind the plate.
Two balls, 2 strikes.
Okay, Nick's ready to take the pitch. A little high, gets away from the catcher, but not enough for the runner in third to advance. So we have 2 outs, 2 ons.
3 and 2.
3-2, full count. So something's going to happen on this pitch. I got under it. Whoop.
Same place.
All right.
Another double for Nick.
He dives into the. He drives in 2 runs. Nick McGorthy, he's the man.
He had a double last time.
Now batting number 25, Chris Zalewski.
That's the 3rd run that Nick has drove in today. A second. And this a big in, 4 runs in.
Yeah, no.
Chris.
Now Nick looks like a catcher. Look at him. After that head first slide, he's filthy.
All right.
And the side is retired, 4-run score.
Ladies and gentlemen.
At the end of 6 innings, it is Whitman 7, Hawkeye 3.
Good boy, Nick. Good job, bud.
Take me out to the ball game. Ladies and gentlemen.
All right. So going into the top of the last inning, the score is now 7-3, Whitman Hanson. But remember, it's not over until the fat lady sings. Coming up to bat for the East Bridgewater Hawkeyes is second baseman Kyle Heath, who has scored 1 of their runs and has singled. It's 1 for 2. As a coach, I always liked it when you got the leadoff person to make an out. Always took a lot of.
Oh, Donnie McCaig, our high school coach, used to have some ridiculous statistic that if you got the leadoff hitter out, there was like a 70% chance they wouldn't score any runs, and if your leadoff hitter got on, there was like an 80% chance that you'd score. But of course, with Donnie, it was get on first, next guy bunted you to second, and Donnie really believed in the bunt back then.
It is the top of the 7th inning.
Won a lot of games, though.
For Hawkeye, number 14, Kyle Heath.
Don's had quite a life between his houses and his bar rooms and his restaurants.
Tell you, my junior year, I remember we went up to play up in Lynn, and I think it was the Eastern Mass Championships or something. Because we lost to Reading or something. They were from the north. So, he was a heck of a baseball coach, and from what I understand, a heck of a player at UMass.
Okay, so it's 1-1 on the leadoff batter in this inning, Kyle Heath. And they got him. Always makes me feel good if I'm coaching that team. And the thing that drives me the most crazy in the top of the last inning is when you let a runner get on an error to lead off.
Hawkeye, number 16,
that inning.
Tom Ken.
Tommy Ken. A lot of Kens running around southeastern Massachusetts. Whitman, Rockland, East Bridgewater. Nice off-speed pitch right there. Got Tommy looking. A little high. Nice curve, but just hung up too high a little bit. It's foul ball. Right behind us. Thank goodness we have a canopy.
I know.
Did not realize it was that close to
Deluxe announce booth.
That's it. That's it. Nothing but the best for you. I know.
Whitman Hanson Community Access Channel spares no money to provide for us here. Pitcher thought he had him. Just a little outside. Out again. Oh, over to the left field side of us. Okay, it's 3-2. Tom Kent's hanging in there. Sun's back out in our face. It was behind a cloud, nice for a long time, but we're okay.
Oh, nice pitch.
Nice curve.
Nice slow curve.
Got him. So we have 2 strikeouts here in the bottom of the 7th. That was a nice off-speed curve.
Batting for Hawkeye, number 18, Stephen Nardelli.
Stephen Nardelli has entered the game. Nardelli for Kurt Heath. His brother is on deck, Anthony Nardelli. Three and one. It's 2 outs. 4-run lead. Yeah, got a strike in there. Okay, we got a full count to Steven, this is his first at bat.
Strike three, that'll do it.
Nice.
The final score.
High
Whitman
fastball.
7, Hawkeye 3.
3 strikeouts in the last
for
inning.
all of the players here today.
For Jack
doing a great
Allen.
job on the field.
End of the game. Whitman Hanson 7.
Umpires doing a great job as well.
East Bridgewater
Thank you all for coming down. For those who
4.
follow the team,
3.
We'll be
3.
at Plymouth on Friday for a 5:30 game at Seaver Field. Sunday game at Pembroke at Matakeesis
Final
Street
score
Field
from
for
Robinson
5:30
Field.
game.
East
Then
Bridgewater 3,
Whitman's back
Whitman
here on
7. I'm
Monday
Mary Watson.
for
Thank you for
5:30
tuning
game
in
against
to our
Rockland.
coverage of the Area
Enjoy
X
the rest of
Independence
your evening.
Baseball.
Enjoy the rest of your week and have a
You've
great
been
night.
watching a production of the WHCA Sports.